I'm pretty sure these are my tire tracks, right? So I think these were critters that were around my car yesterday. Hi, hello, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Vyanca and I live out of my converted SUV with my 4-pound pup. If you're like, hey, she looks tired. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm pretty sure something got eaten outside of my car. My sleep was kind of like, not the greatest. It's already not the greatest, so it was worse. Anyways, last time I informed you guys that I was on my way back to Florida. Today is day 2. I started my meal prep last night, so I'm gonna finish it this morning. It's about 8 o'clock. I would like to make it to Flagstaff today. That's like 9 hours of driving. We'll see if I get there. This is the first order of business. Birds around here got a lot to say. Let's get to cooking these steaks. So I'm going to let this cool down and rest a little bit before I cut it up and put it into the meal prep bags. I thought this was zucchini. This is actually a cucumber, so I will not be cooking this. Meal prep, yay! For the peppers, I got this black truffle oil I repurchased because it was delicious. I wish you guys could smell it. Go away! Oh God. Wait. Now we're gonna do Diesel's rice and 1 egg. He already has his liver made, so this is the last thing that we need to do, and then we can get on our way finally. I was wondering why the rice wasn't cooking. I ran out of fuel. So here's the problem. The other fuel is under here. I want to put that away without cleaning it. Ta-da! There we go. We're gonna give him some rice with egg. I'm gonna put some bone broth in there. It'll also help kind of cool it down a bit faster. Gonna mix it around. I realized that I didn't press record. So, anyways, I added the liver and then I added some sardines, and it stinks, but very healthy. Diesel, what's that? Oh. Not hungry yet? Okay. Well, my breakfast is ready. Actually, I don't even need a spoon for this. I just got the cover to put it on there, and now he's eating. And I hate that he's putting it on his bed because it stinks. Look at that. Ugh, I gotta wash that. He's had his breakfast though, and now he just knocked out. It's time to get on the road. East is the only thing that I know, so I don't have a plan on where I'm sleeping. If I can go beyond Flagstaff, that would be nice. Again, just the weather is kind of what scares me. We'll figure it out as we get there. Oh, and I just had a FaceTime with my mom, and she's like, "You look tired." I'm like, "Thanks. I am." The bags under my eyes, the dried lips. But I just have chronic dry lips, honestly. Forever and ever, no matter how much I moisturize, no matter how much water I drink. Okay, anyways, let's go. Dun dun dun. So out of nowhere, my vehicle lurched, and then now the check engine light is flashing. So lucky there is an auto shop 3 minutes away, but I'm also terrified to keep going because I don't know what's wrong with the car. Yeah, so I'm gonna go very slowly and try to take it to this body shop, this auto shop. Oh my gosh, really? Like, why are you doing this to me now? All right, so there's video evidence if anything goes wrong. Yeah, it is misfiring. Okay. Maybe a spark plug issue. We'll see. I'm just gonna leave my hazards on and hope for the best. I'm just like kind of riding the shoulder too. I'm like so scared. I'm like, please, engine, don't blow up. Going up a hill. I'm so glad that it didn't happen like way back there. I've been driving for about an hour, like with no service through the mountains, and now I'm like close to a town. There's only like one auto body shop, but you know, what are we gonna do? So if it's gonna happen, at least happen now.
I mean, it's definitely vibrating a little bit, but it's not.
So I went in there and they said they wouldn't have an appointment until Thursday. I don't want to be around here until Thursday. They looked at the code and it had something to do with either the fuel sensor or a wire, or they don't really know like how severe the issue is, because obviously they have to like really look into the car. So what they did is they cleared the code for me, and hopefully I can make it somewhere like a bigger city. Maybe there's somebody that can take me today instead of in a few days. So fingers crossed that we don't die and the car doesn't explode. Yep, so unfortunately the check engine light came on again. However, on this side of the massive lake that I was driving around, there are about 5 or 6 shops. So hopefully somebody can see me today. But obviously I doubt we're gonna get as far as Flagstaff today. Just now look open.
B&M.
Hi. I was wondering if you guys were open. I think I'm here, but I'm not sure. Okay. Okay, perfect. Thank you. That is Diesel.
Diesel?
Diesel, yeah.
That's awesome.
You want to say hi? You want to say hello? Say hello.
What is this?
It's a tough guy.
Yeah, I've gathered. Guard dog. How old?
He's 12.
Really?
Yeah, he's an old man.
Jeez.
Yeah, he's 12. 3 o'clock. I have been on the road for a little bit now, and I am so tired. I will do an update after I take a nap. I'm so tired. Here's a rundown of what happened. First, I want to be awake for this, like awake. Huge shout out to the guys at B&M Automotive. They were so helpful. The first thing that one of the guys said is like, oh, could be ground squirrels. And I was like, there were ground squirrels everywhere yesterday. Everywhere. Those were the little critters that were running around. And I was like, oh no, they probably like chewed through some wire. But the boss man did some research, and the code that was coming up basically is a recall on the car, and some of those cars have been getting their engine replaced. My engine is like eating through my oil. Even though I shouldn't need an oil change or anything like that, I had below low oil. There's no sensor. There was nothing to tell me that the oil was just disappearing. So what they did for me is they gave me like 3 quarts of oil. I got on the road and it's been perfectly fine. Peachy. That's a pear. So I had no oil, and I guess the engine was locking up, and on that recall report that the boss man was able to, I don't know any of their names. One was Joe. They compared him to Diesel because Joe also had no teeth. 10 of those cars had their engine had to be replaced, but most likely it was because they weren't realizing that their oil was so low, so then that messed up their engine. Because you wouldn't think to check on your oil if your oil is supposed to be okay. But now that I'm aware, I'm just going to be feeding my oil engine. Like, I don't have a leak. The engine is just eating it up. I don't know what that means. But they're like, yeah, hopefully you make it back to Florida. I hope so too. So, obviously, my plans are a little bit behind. The last time I checked, I think I had like 5 more hours of driving, and I think it's 4. So that would set me at like 9. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Maybe drive for like 2 more hours. I'm going to let Diesel out, use the restroom myself, and head back on the road. I'm gonna try a piece of the cinnamon bread. Oh, I showed you. Ooh, wow, smells so good. A little butter spray. Butter spray was not it, but this bread. Wheat, milk, and soy. My hives are gonna act up. I need to figure something out because I can't be taking naps every day. To try to avoid it, I did take my medication today, and that's supposed to keep me awake. And I was driving, and I was like, I need to find a rest stop right now. If you've ever driven through Florida, you know what it is, because Florida's just straight. And it's like, oh my God, this is so boring. But when you're like on edge, you know, you're awake. The ground is on fire. It's so hot out here. Yes, I need gas, but more importantly, oh my goodness. Go gas round number 2 because $6.69 was insane. I have some photos to edit for a client. This gas station has free Wi-Fi, so I'm gonna try to download those pictures onto my computer so I can work on them. Every time, I don't know why I have to do it twice. I'll just go to a library tomorrow. I think we have roughly, 3 more hours to go. I might just drive for like an hour and a half, if that. I'm trying to check the weather on the cities that are coming up. It's very hot. What about Belmont? Ooh, yeah. At 8 p.m. it's 67 degrees. So I'm gonna head to Belmont. It's 2.5 hours away. Like right outside of Flagstaff, but it's even colder than Flagstaff. And then in the morning, because I'm driving through Flagstaff anyways, I'll stop by a library somewhere, download those photos. I'm gonna have to probably, maybe not tomorrow, maybe tomorrow, I'll have to spend a day not on the road at all to get these images done and to answer some emails and stuff. All right, let's go. Go potty. I found a spot an hour away from where I originally wanted to camp tonight, but honestly, I'm just like over today. It was a long day and I have a little bit of a headache and I'm hungry, so I'm gonna get my food ready. It is a little warm, but luckily, because I am driving all day, my Bluetti is charging constantly. It's fine if I run my fan all night, and it is gonna get a little bit cooler, probably down to the low 70s. So like right now, it feels kind of stiff, but it'll be fine later on in the night. It's honestly not that bad. I'm just a little baby. Anyways, I'm gonna get my food ready because I'm starving, and then I've got a decent amount of signal, so I'm gonna play some Fortnite with some of my friends, and yeah, we're gonna get to bed. Diesel's eating right now. Because he's eating, he's moving the sardines around and it stinks. Luckily I have Febreze because ew.